Welcome back to another episode of Spicy Tales Podcast with Kim and Stacy.
Hey.
And we're back at it again.
We're back at it again. We didn't do Spicy Tale last
My
episode,
spicy tale was everything that happened with that fucking bullshit, okay? I'm sorry, but that was enough. I think I've done enough. I can only give you so much.
You have done enough. Also, shout out to Diana. She's pregnant. My bestie's pregnant.
Shout out. I can't wait.
I don't know what she's having. She's having a gender reveal in October. I don't even want to say dates because I don't know when these episodes are coming out because my laptop is messed up and I need to bring it to Apple Store and I've been procrastinating since like May.
Yeah, that's what she does best is procrastination.
And so like I just don't want to talk about, even though last episode we talked about pop culture, like I want to stay away from talking about pop culture because this might be put out very late.
I'm fucking dying.
So, but my spicy tale
Sorry, I'm checking the
is so I went to get a consultation to get my eggs frozen because I don't think I'm gonna do it though because like it's $10,000 and like who has that?
If y'all want to donate to her egg freezing, I don't know if there's a link in the bio,
it
but
so
she'll
bad.
add her email address. Just go ahead and send her an e-transfer.
Oh my God, it's so annoying because it's like your eggs are obviously the healthiest the younger you are. So the younger you can do it, the better. But yeah, like $10,000, crazy.
Yeah.
And then there's storage fees yearly. I think it's like $500 for the storage yearly. Okay. Yeah. And then I think it's like another $5,000 when you actually want to like thaw them out and
$5,000 to thaw. Just take them niggas out of the fucking
and like
freezer.
but then they have to obviously insert them into you like it's a whole process.
Okay, but like you said to thaw, like I'm sorry, like
you thaw your chicken.
Yeah, well I take that shit and leave it on the counter. I don't know what's going on. Like just put them from the freezer to the fridge. I don't know. Is there a $2,500
there's a process?
Is there a $2,500 fucking fee off if I just take them home and toss them in the fucking fridge? Like I'm confused. What's the problem here? What are we talking about?
High-tech science. Okay, I'm glad that technology has gone this far and this advanced. That's crazy.
Yes, but they wild.
But like, yeah, $10,000 is wild. I'm sure it used to be way more, but now it's like more refined. And the longer this is out, the cheaper it will be, I'm sure, because more clinics will practice it and whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, because I'm just like I want to have kids so badly. My boyfriend's not ready to have kids. We have the nephew, and he thinks like that's his son. Like
son.
I'm like. Okay. He's so freaking cute.
Oh my God. On his birthday, I literally made my sister FaceTime me because I wanted to be part of the singing of the happy birthday.
He's so cute. And whatchamacallit, and then I want to have a baby even more when I see him.
Of course.
And you're supposed to go to the clinic on the first or second day of your period so that they can like do an ultrasound and check count how many eggs you have. Like that's the first step. And I went to the appointment 2 months ago. This is gonna be my third period, and I still haven't gone. But I do that I do want to do because it tells you like your reserve, like how much you have. So when you're born, you have all of your eggs that you will ever have. Actually, apparently, you have millions in your mom's stomach. When they find out that it's like a girl. That's when you have all the eggs. Then when you're born, you've already like dropped down to half the eggs.
What?
Then by the time you get your first period, you have like 300,000 eggs. And then it just keeps going down. And then when you hit 35, which is like geriatric pregnancy age, there's a steeper decline in the number of eggs you have. And then obviously like pregnancy is riskier and like being able to hold the baby till term and all this stuff.
That's crazy.
So,
our grandmother had a baby at 40.
She did, and like
one of my friends' moms also had a baby at 44, 42 or something like that. It's fucking wild.
But grandma had a baby at 40, but it was her last baby. She already had 2 other children.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. She still had a baby at 40.
Yeah, I understand. Shit, Janet Jackson had a baby at like 50.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that was through, what is it?
In vitro.
In vitro, that's the word. That's what, yeah.
But like,
I was gonna say
I don't want
artificial insemination.
artificial intelligence.
Like a petri. You know how? I'm sorry, but like, do you know how fucked up you would get roasted if your friends found out that you were a petri dish baby?
There are a lot of
I know, and
babies are coming like.
And I'm
probably
sure,
around our age.
And I'm sure a lot of them got roasted because I could only imagine, like, people. First of all, high school students are freaking mean. Like, I've got a series of nieces and nephews that are like teenagers, and those assholes are fucking rude. Okay?
I'd be like, okay, and your mom's a crackhead, and what?
Oh well, damn.
Okay, and what? Your dad's not in your life, so
you're really
what's
saying
the
that?
point?
You're saying that to teenagers?
Teenagers say shit to each other.
They do.
Demonic.
What's happening? Oh no.
Who?
Alicia.
Oh my God, my sister's popular.
We're recording an episode. You're on the pod.
Oh, what's up?
Say it now.
What's up, ladies?
All right. Okay, I'll call you back.
Okay, call me when you're done.
Okay, bye. All right. Sorry about that.
done.
I just kept hearing vibrating. I thought it was the producer's phone. I was like, yo, get your phone out of here. Poor guy. He didn't even do anything.
He's professional.
He is, unlike me, apparently. Someone's got to be professional here. Anyways, back to geriatric pregnancies.
Yeah, seriously. It's just rough being a woman that wants to have kids that's in a relationship with someone that's not ready. Like, it's just very hard.
Never really be ready.
And that's true. Like, at least, yeah. And then the other day, I talked to my coworker, and he was saying how I was asking, like, I asked, is your girlfriend younger than you? And he's just like, we're the same age. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, does she want kids? And he's like, no, she doesn't. And I'm like, do you want kids? And he's just like, well, like, I don't know. And I'm like, ooh. And then he's just like, yeah, like, it's actually kind of tough because we've gotten into arguments before because she wants me to say like I don't want kids because she doesn't want kids, but like I don't know if I want kids.
First of all, can
and
we
I'm
just
like,
take a
that's
pause
rough.
and appreciate the Canadian tuxedo that Stacey's wearing right now? I just realized
Costco, Old Navy.
I just realized, like, as you were talking, I'm like,
I love.
are you
Costco.
really in a Canadian tuxedo? Like, anyone who knows, if you know, you know, because if you're from Canada, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's I mean, I love it. Anyways, carry on. Sorry about that. I had to interject.
But yeah, like we're just all in our 30s, trying to figure out what we can afford, trying to figure out if we're in the compatible relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
And
what
honestly,
we're
it's
gonna
not
do
even-
with our
You know,
lives.
the crazy thing, it's not even about, like, yeah, compatible relationships are a huge thing, but also it's like the thought of having a baby with someone, even if it, like me, I think about, like, even if it doesn't work out, like, it's, if, like, there, you know, like, relationships fail all the time, and that's no fault of, like, sometimes people just grow apart, and it's fine, like, it happens. However, like, my biggest thing is, like, you see all these people with deadbeat baby daddies, like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be laid up with nobody's deadbeat baby daddy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I wouldn't want to, like, bring a baby in a world with a man that I don't think would be there if something happened, or like it would be a headache, or like someone who's gonna make your life harder just because you have a baby now because they're vindictive. There's a lot of people that you don't realize how vindictive they are until
Yeah.
you are no longer with them.
Yeah.
And I see this shit. Like, I have a really good friend of mine, and I'm like watching her, you know, like break from that relationship with her, like the father of her kids, who like, you know, like they've had to deal with certain things and like whatever, like, and she's finally like, I'm done with the like abuse and like the disrespect, and like I want better for my kids. And watching this person who already wasn't a great partner but be not a great father is crazy to me, because I'm like, you know, like you could do whatever you want to your spouse. Like, you want to be an asshole to your spouse, but your kids shouldn't have to suffer. And it's like, I think that's another thing. It's like, it's one of those things that you don't realize when you're with them, because you're like, we're together, we're raising this baby together.
Right.
But it's like also trying to figure out what that person would be like if you were not together, and what's the life that you're gonna have with your baby without that person being in the house like day to day, like every day, you know?
Well, my partner is great.
No, I'm not talking about yours. I'm
yeah,
just
I know you're
talking
not
in
talking
general.
about, but like it does make it tough because I know my partner is great. So I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, do you not think I'm great, or do you, like, he comes from a 2-parent household? I'm just like shocked that someone like him would be so, well, not. It's good to be cautious, and it's good to prepare yourself and make sure that all your ducks are in a row and whatever. I get that.
But I think
But,
also
like-
with the nephew thing, like I think that's another thing that probably is like, because it's like, watching what's going on with that, like it's kind of, it might also be like, oh, I want to make sure that we're not in that same position. So like
We are not in that
no, but I
position
just
at
mean, like,
all. And also, it's like
but
it's
postpartum is crazy. Like the things that like
that's true.
like you don't know, and it's like
I
you're
have
already
I
not
have
someone
family though, so it's like not.
No, I know, but you're already not someone who likes to talk about your feelings.
True.
If you're like going through postpartum, like what is that going to look like for you? And it's like another thing that like, like you don't know. So it's like those could be factors that also contribute to that him not being ready, because he's like, there's a lot of things that we need to work on, like our communication skills, Stacy.
But like I'm always gonna be like this.
Okay, well, go to therapy. Like I don't know what to tell you at this point. Like
No, I feel like I'm much better at communicating with him specifically about issues that I have in the relationship. But like, it's also like a timing thing. Like, okay, if you're with someone for several years and they're expressing that they want to have kids and stuff, and I'm also like, okay, I'm like young, like, oh my god, I'm 32, it's the new 22, but like it's really not, because my eggs are really 32, and whenever I freaking continue with this damn process, I'll know how many eggs I'll have. Maybe I won't feel so bad if they tell me like, oh, you have like the eggs of like a 25-year-old. I'll be like, oh, perfect, I could fuck around for much longer. But if they're like, you have the eggs of like a 37-year-old, I'll be like, oh my god, like it's the end of the world, and like I'm never gonna have kids. And I've always seen myself having kids, so like it is rough one knowing that like I'm 32 and I'm still not gonna have kids anytime soon. Like it takes 9 months to have a kid. I'm gonna be 33 in less than 9 months. So where's my child? That's what I want to know. I just want to know where my child is. And our kids would be so cute. Obviously, that's not everything, but like they would be so cute. And like also, I want my like. Thankfully, our mom had us really young, so the age gap isn't that big. But like, if we keep going at it, it just keeps getting freaking bigger and bigger. No, that's another thing.
Yeah, but men can have babies whenever.
Ladies, I always say this to him. I'm like, I wish you were like 5 years older than me, because when you're with someone that's the same age as you, he's 6 months older than me. He just turned 33. I'm 32. But like, we don't have the same biological clock. So it's like, I'm like ahead of him biologically. And he's like, oh, well, I want to wait like another like 3 years. He doesn't actually say the amount of time, but like, let's say he was like another 3 years. I'm like, okay, but by then I'll be 35. Like, that's not making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if he was 5 years older than me, then he'd be more like, I don't know. I know men have certain like goals they want to do before like they want to have kids or something like that. Maybe he just wants to travel or fuck more bitches or something. I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know what he's waiting. I don't think he wants
bitches
to.
Was on the I don't think that
like,
was one
I don't
of
know.
the
Maybe
things, like,
he wants a house before he has kids. The housing market is literally
in this economy. In this economy, this man wants a house, sir. In this economy where no one's buying nothing, just accept it.
This is one thing I will say to women, because I got with him when I was 28 years old. And my state of mind was so different then than it is now. We've been together for 4 years. It's so crazy because at this time he was just like, yeah, like I don't really care for marriage and I don't want kids anytime soon. 28, we're just sleeping together. Why are you even telling me this?
Like, I don't give a fuck.
Less. Like, I don't even know if I'm ever gonna see you again. Like, chill. And
then, like, well, relax there, bud. I don't even know if I like
4 years later, he's still saying the same thing. So I can't be mad that he's still saying the same thing. He's been consistent. Obviously, like, we've gotten to know each other. Like, I was some random girl, like,
not some random.
I was some random girl when he first met me, so like he could say whatever he wants. 4 years down the line, things should kind of change, but like I get if he's still not ready, he's still not ready. And I wouldn't want to have a kid with someone who's not ready. I wouldn't want to force someone who's not ready to have kids, get married, whatever. But I do want to get married and I do want to have kids. So if you are looking for someone, make sure that they are on the same like they have the same goals as you, the same values as you from the get-go, especially later on. Like if I was single now, I would make sure that I know that that's something that the guy would want then, versus like trying to think like, oh, like I can change him. Like, no, you can't change anyone.
can't.
People change when they want to change. People make decisions when they want to make the decisions. So like, and it's not about you too. Like sometimes he like feels guilty about it, but like I'm
So sorry, I was listening to you. I was I was just extending the parking. 'Cause
Oh, you actually could?
it let me for 30
Oh
minutes.
wow, okay, nice. So then it actually is you're good. You're not gonna get
Oh
a
shit, I
ticket.
did it on the wrong one. Fuck.
Did you pay for that?
It was $2. I don't give a fuck.
Because sometimes it doesn't let you extend. Like it just lets you do the 1 hour and that's it. So
I'll just say I did it on the wrong one. I'll contest the ticket. I don't give a fuck.
but yes, the producer says anytime soon should be defined. I do agree because like
Yeah, because your
just-
anytime soon is not the same as his
exactly,
anytime
and it sucks because like I love him to death. He loves me to death. Like it just we're not on the same page, and it's like really
It's crazy.
hard.
Everybody, like you guys are everybody's favorite couple. Like
It's
everybody
so
loves you
tough
guys.
also being like that couple that like people
Everybody
like and they're
loves
like,
you guys,
oh, like
like,
everything's good.
Stacey and her man, are they coming to the party? First of all, Stacey's boyfriend is the life of the party. So anytime we go anywhere, like people are like, oh, is he coming? Is he coming? And then after when he doesn't come, I'm like, this nigga. How dare he? Like he didn't come to our sister's birthday, but that's because he's like on his he's on his health.
He's
journey
on
and
his
shit.
he's on his health,
And the whole entire time, everyone was like, "So now you think you're better than us?" Like, that
well,
was
in my
literally the
head,
whole
I'm just
time.
like, okay, so are you like trying to get your sperm like up so that
That's not what he's doing.
like?
That's
See,
not-
I always think about
My
myself.
God.
Like,
Our producer is just like he is like baffled by Stacey's nonsense. Let the man just want to be on his health journey, girl. Please.
because we both gained a lot of weight in this freaking relationship. He gained more weight than I did.
He's also like a beast. He's like
he is,
6'5". Like the
And
guy's
so-
huge. Like, come on.
So like we're on our health journey, which is great because like I didn't know that I was gonna be on a health journey, but since he is, I guess I might as well. Like this guy's been buying like pounds and pounds of chicken, beef, salmon on sale, and like we haven't gone Uber Eats or DoorDash in like a month and a half. We are not spending money on takeout.
Good for you. I mean, I spent
Dining
money on
out.
takeout yesterday, but that's because my friends had a little birthday party for her son.
Yeah, that's
So we had to
different.
order McDonald's for the kids. Obviously, I got a double cheese. Like, stop. But, whatever.
We're tracking our freaking macros. We're going to the
the
gym
macros?
every day. Like we have a wedding that we're going to in December, Lauren's wedding in Punta Cana, and like I'm hoping that I look
Lauren.
cute in
Shout out
bathing
to Lauren
suit.
Goshen.
But then I see people get married. Honestly, also comparison is the thief of happiness 100%, because it makes you think like you're not hitting milestones that you should be, but like you should really just be paying attention to your own. I like to do that a lot. I feel women do that a lot because they're on social media a lot. So they compare themselves and they're seeing all these highlights and they think that everyone's life is perfect. But then when I talk to my friends, their life is not perfect. And I'm just like, oh, because they really look perfect online. And they're just like, hey, anyway.
I don't believe anything that looks perfect online.
Yeah.
You know what? The more perfect it looks, the more fucked up I know it is. Because it's like those people who put, and they say like the longer the caption on like a couple's fucking post, the more dysfunctional, that fucking relationship is. Because there is no reason for you to be doing all this. Like, you're doing this because you don't need to convince us, baby. You're convincing yourself at this point. Like, and like, the longer I'm telling you,
It
like,
is.
and it's all, and like, honestly, 9 times out of 10, I've been right. So,
Yeah, it's honestly really tough to see relationships like live longer than 5 years, 7 years tops. I feel
I have two friends of mine right now who have, one of them is just like, she's left like a 14-year long relationship. I have another friend of mine who's been in a relationship for the same amount of time. I don't know, the stability of that relationship is kind of off right now, so I don't know what's going to happen. But even watching those people, like, it's crazy because you're like, wow, they've been together for 14 years. Let me tell you that I would not wish those 14 years on my worst enemy. Like, I have seen those people in those 14 years, and in that 14 years, they have maybe a year of happiness. Everything else has been struggle and bullshit and
Crazy.
freaking cheating and disrespect. And I'm like, and like most people wouldn't even have known that those girls were going through that because they never showed that shit.
Yeah,
And it's like
exactly.
people live their darkness in silence. Like nobody's
Yes.
out here nobody wants to be exposing their business, and like we are always told you're not supposed like.
And I get that, though.
We're Haitian girls. We if there's one thing about Haitian people, they will shame you for everything. You will like Haitian people, like there's nothing worse than being called a saint, malandrin, all these things just because you freaking didn't wash your socks yesterday. So like when you move forward in your life, you're like, I will be damned if I am called saint ever again.
Yeah.
So you would rather die with your fucking bullshit than to let anybody know. And then when people find out what's going on, they're like, damn, like I would have never known. Everything looks so peachy fucking whatever, peachy clean and roses and whatever. And then you hear all these things and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like, there's nobody's relationship that I would wish on. Like, I don't envy anybody's relationship.
Well,
because
yeah,
of the
it's
fact that
so
there's
many.
so many
Look at
people.
Will and Jada was like a huge
Yeah,
one.
they're fucking in songs. People like talking about how great their relationship is. Meanwhile, fucking they're out here sleeping with other people behind each other's back, doing all this crazy things. Like you just hear all this stuff, and like people are so set on like do it for the gram, like make it look
Right.
good for the
Yeah,
gram,
yeah.
make it whatever for this, and it's crazy. Like I know someone where I'm not personal friends with this person, but I know her through a friend, and like I was hearing a story about like I always see pictures of them and her like family, and they all look happy. And like there's a video that she had sent to one of our friends, and she's like trying to show her husband, and she's like, can you just pretend to like us for 5 minutes? And I was like, that's crazy.
sad.
Like that, like there are men that don't give a fuck about their kids, their family, whatever. Like they're just doing the bare minimum that they need to do, and then people are like, they're such a good father because you see them together, but that man don't do shit for you and your kids. Like, and it's like just watching that shit, I'm like, is it better to be just like be single? Like,
I could not. I don't know what kind of person I would be if I was single right now.
oh God, well, you'd be with us being a degenerate so,
Exactly.
on a diet of spicy chicken nuggets and fucking vodka shots. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and I can't do it. I already did that shit during the early days of the pandemic. I can't.
The
do
early
that
days of the
again.
pandemic, let me just say,
Oh
were
my
a
God.
hoot, okay,
Oh my.
we had a good time. They
We
were
did have a
wild.
good
We were
time,
wilding,
but-
but we had a great time.
Alright,
Everybody else was depressed. We were drunk. Every time the fucking garbage guy came to the door, I know he was just looking at the box like, my God, what are they going
Oh
through?
my
Like it was
God.
actually that's how it's been this summer. To the point that my mom one day came home and was
Oh,
like, she's like, I'm really concerned about you guys' liver. Like every time I come here, there's bottles. I
For
was
real though. And alcohol's the worst. I'm sorry. Like,
like, it really is.
you sleep in all day. You feel like shit. You eat like shit. You can't do nothing. It takes forever to recover.
Yep.
You make bad decisions when you're drunk.
I haven't made bad decisions like that, but
Didn't you guys have a crazy like pool party that y'all just?
let's not talk about that. I'm not going to talk about the pool party until I clear it with other people that were involved at the pool party to make sure that it's fine. It wasn't at the pool party. It was the events before the pool party that were there.
Yeah, but you guys just showed up hella late and just left.
Yo,
hella
honestly,
after an hour or some shit.
my friend, she knows who she is. I'm not going to name it because I don't want, just in case. I apologize. Like, please tell your mom I am so sorry. We came in that party like, okay, so we went to a friend of mine's party, but before it was like debaucherous. And mind you, I blame my bestie because he got us drunk before we had even eaten.
He's
Like,
the worst.
he's
Like he's
honestly-
the type that it's like shot o'clock.
no,
every
no,
freaking
literally, him and
10
his
minutes.
girlfriend, batty shot o'clock every 5 seconds. I'm like, it hasn't even been 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, he will pour shots, will take the shot, and he will
Next
refill
one
it right
is already
after.
ready.
And I'm like, can I get the taste of vodka out of my esophagus before you get me another shot? I'm begging you. Like, please. He has a problem. We tell him that all the time. He's sick. But anyways, we showed up at the party mad late, like a tornado, hammered. And then he pushed me in the pool. Then he pushed his girlfriend in the pool. Then we pushed him in the pool. Everyone else was just enjoying their dinner. And the
It's like
mom,
everyone's having a calm dinner and you
my
guys are
friend
just in the back.
just screaming, acting a fool. And then my friend's mom's like, get them all a sausage. I think they need to eat. So we're all sitting there with like hot dogs with our eyes closed, just eating a hot dog. So bad.
I miss those days though.
Uh,
Eating food with your eyes closed and it's the best food you've ever had. in your
Literally,
life.
honestly, it was a good day. I mean, we had fun.
I remember there was a 1-for-1, I think, across
One for one. Shout out to one
I
for
think
one.
it was
bro.
across Addiction.
I missed that place. Whatever happened to
Hall.
one for one? I think they like.
There was one on Rito, but now it's Pizza Hut.
I heard that they like changed their name to something else, something about bankruptcy. I don't know. Don't quote me, but apparently like they're still here, but they're under a pseudo name.
I always
don't know.
had it drunk, so I don't even know if it
I don't know
tastes
if it
good,
actually tastes good.
But
Me
I
too.
thought it was the best tasting
I've only
pizza
ever had one for one drunk, and nothing beats one for one and shawarma when you're hammered.
Or McDonald's at the
Oh.
Rito that's closed.
Yeah, I passed by it the other day, and I was like, "That's so weird."
It's
like
so
it just looks like an
weird. It's
empty
the end of an era,
yeah.
unfortunately. Oh my god, I can't believe it. We're getting old.
Yeah.
We-
Even walking through downtown, like mansion's not called mansion anymore. Like
yeah,
there's so
but
many-
the clubs, clubs, they be changing their
yeah, I know.
names
I
up.
walked by Tila Tequilas. I don't know what, or Tequila Jacks. I don't know what it's
Yeah,
called
yeah,
now,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
that. And I was
No,
like,
there's
damn.
like a room 104 and
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know clubs. I don't really go clubbing. Although I did go to Amigos last Friday.
Where is that?
It's on Maryville and Carling.
Okay.
First of all, hilarious. That was the first time I'd ever been there.
Where is it, like upstairs or downstairs?
So there's an like a regular bar, and then
Mhm.
there's like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this because I don't know if it's like people know this. Like I don't know
What?
if they're gonna get shut down because I don't want that.
Just say it.
There's like an after hours downstairs, and we were there. I was out till 5. Okay.
Oh, is it like a shisha spot or?
I think it used to be a shisha spot, but I don't think we could do shisha anymore.
I know they shut
So
them
it's
down all
just
the
like-
time.
It's just like a little club where you could dance. Like
Okay.
people are smoking cigarettes inside. I was like,
Oh wow!
first of all, they let them smoke cigarettes. We weren't even. My sister had an empty canister of weed, and the bouncer's like, "Don't you bring that out?" She's like, "It's empty. You could throw it out." So I could get suffocated by fucking tobacco, but I can't smoke marijuana. Y'all niggas is wildin'.
Interesting.
Yeah, I saw a lot of interesting things.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
It was pretty funny.
Okay, so Maryville and
Carling. Yo, bitches is crazy. I saw yo.
You know what's so funny? It's like, cause I stopped wilding out. I thought that like girls all stopped
No,
wilding out.
no,
Like,
they're still wilding out. They're still wilding out. There was a girl at one point, she was like literally looking, there's like mirrors, because like I guess half of it is like a boxing gym. I don't fucking know. Anyways, there's like mirrors on the wall and the girl's dancing. She's literally dancing by herself like this, and she's just like shaking it in the mirror. She's by herself. Like no one is around her. And I was like, do your thing, girl. Like do your thing, baby, whatever. Then there was another lady. There was this old man, okay? Old black guy, whatever. I think he was like Jamaican or something. I don't fucking know. Don't quote me.
Shocker.
I know, but I don't want the Jamaicans to come for me. But somebody get your uncle. But anyways, this man was there at the bar with a girl. The girl leaves. Tell me why I see another bitch. This bitch is on top of this man, making out with him, like throwing it all over this man. He's making out with her. Then she leaves this man. All of a sudden, she's on another man across the bar trying to make out with him. This guy's pushing his face out of his, like, literally, like I was like dying. She's just like twerking on him. Like she was literally, as the Quebecers would say, a passe-partout. I was like, what is happening here? Like this, I never seen somebody ran through like that in a club. Like I was like, oh, you wildin'. Like you ran through.
We're friends.
I don't fucking know. She looked like she was by herself, to be honest.
Wow.
Then there was another girl who was like yelling at her man. She's like, well, you didn't come pick me up, so I'm staying out. And she's with some next man. I was like, this is wild.
Damn.
Ladies, get it together.
Well, the guy's all right.
Oh, you know who I actually saw at the remember Timmy and Tasha from when we were kids in the neighborhood? Timmy, you don't remember Timmy, Stacy?
That
lived right next to Anthony and Michael and Crystal.
It sounds familiar.
Are you serious? You don't remember Timmy?
Is he black or
No,
white?
he's white.
Oh.
His mom was the white lady that dated black guys. Anyways, I saw their mom there.
Sorry,
I
I
was
have
like,
the worst
My
memory.
mom. And she was like, I saw like Jesse came with us because we went with like, what's her face?
Oh, nice.
And then he's like, you'll never guess who's here. Timmy's mom. And I'm like, what the hell? Come around. She saw me. She's like, no, my God, I haven't seen you in so
That's
long.
nuts.
Like, she's like, I remember when you guys used to come to my house when I was out doing your fuck shit. I was like, I definitely made out with your son at your house.
Oh, wow.
Many times.
Oh,
Sorry.
wow.
Mom, sorry. They used to come to our house too when Mom wasn't there. Sorry about that, Mom.
my
You can't get in trouble for it now. Haha, she's a woman of God.
Well, next time you guys go out, invite me.
So you can sit there and not drink and judge everyone?
Yeah, I'm still not drinking. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna keep that for a bit.
I don't blame you.
It's too much. Plus,
The
a lot
winter
of
time is
calories.
definitely like it's time. Like I'm good.
Are you? Okay. Not that I rather drink in the winter time.
No, the next drink, like
But
obviously,
like, how are you gonna pass the days?
Halloween.
Sound like a true alcoholic.
Okay, you alky over here. Yeah, fucking lush.
Okay, so in the summertime you drink, and in the wintertime you.
Spicy. What? Who said that? I'm just kidding. I smoke.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah, I feel like your drug of choice is weed.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Although, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My mom listens to this podcast. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. Jesus. Probably gonna be like doing a lot of edibles.
Edibles.
Mm-hmm.
And the vape life. Do you do vape?
I don't vape.
Okay.
Not a vapor.
But do people in the household like Miriam?
Yeah,
vape?
she vapes. Our dude vapes too.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are fucking disgusting.
The vape life is really
Oh my god, they're
taking
like
off.
fucking crackheads for that goddamn
They
vape.
love
I'm like,
that.
they,
Oh,
bro,
love
when
it.
they
It
can't
looks
find
cool,
the
though.
vape, they're like fighting. I'm like, bro, chill. You had it last. I'm like, oh my god. Like,
That's like with my my boyfriend. He can't find his jean jacket, and like I've worn it before, and this happens all the time. Anytime he can't find something, I'm already like, fuck, like this is gonna be an issue until he finds it. He still hasn't found this jean jacket. Like, it's not in the house. I don't know where it is. He thinks it's like, he's convinced it's me. Like, I lost
not
it somewhere.
convinced. Like, sir, I did.
And like,
check
oh
it.
my god, I feel so bad because it's such a nice jean jacket, but like he cannot find it, and I don't know where that jean. Like, we don't go anywhere, so I don't know where. I'm like, maybe it's at your mom's house, and he asked his mom, and his mom's like, I can't find it, and I'm like, okay, like next time we go, where I'm gonna look for it, because like this guy's huge. It's like a fucking blanket. Like, why can't we find this jean jacket?
Not this guy's huge.
It just sucks when you
Hilarious.
can't find something. But like when you
Hilarious.
can't find your vape, it's just like
Oh my
the
god.
panic you have when you can't find your phone and like you're like getting out of an Uber or something. It's like that.
Nah, bro. Like, they are crackheads for that vape. Like, that vape, like, I'm like, I don't touch your shit. So please
Apparently they're really bad for you too.
don't. Yeah, I've heard people fucking lung collapse and
Like
shit.
they get
bro,
popcorn lung or some
the
shit.
fuck is a
and they
popcorn
don't even
lung?
know what is in the cartridge really.
Mm-mm.
It's just so new, and I'm like, okay, honestly, at this point, like just go
Honestly,
smoke
at
your
this point,
cigarette.
smoke crack.
and,
Fuck,
like-
Jesus Christ. Like, at least crackheads have been living life for like, I know crackheads that I've seen on the same street corner for decades. At least we know they ain't going nowhere. Them popcorn lungs happen over like a year. Them crackheads have been living forever. Like, just smoke crack at this point. Like,
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
chill,
I'm not
chill
serious. Don't smoke
out.
crack. Crack bad. Don't.
Crack
We
is whack.
We don't
as
support
Whitney
crack
Houston
use
said.
on this podcast, please. Please don't smoke crack. Like, and if you do, don't say it was our fault because we told you not to do it. But like,
Where do you even get crack from?
I don't know, the street corner.
That's true. There are a lot of homeless druggies on near my house. Like on Rito, there's the Loblaws, and that corner there's like there's a Loblaws, there's a Shoppers,
I know exactly the
pizza, and there's like this like roundabout and some center. That corner, there's so many drug addicts and
Bro, I literally
homeless
passed-
people. I'm like, this is
I
Ottawa
passed
is
by-
so freaking bad.
I haven't really been downtown often. Like, I went downtown recently for like a friend's birthday. I had a great time. Shout out to Daphne. But we were just driving through because we went to Gatineau, and we're coming back, and we're on King Edward.
Oh my
and
god!
there's tents and shit on like the median. And I was like, when did these things come out?
That's
like
Shepherd's a Good Hope or whatever.
like, across from the Shepherds. Yeah, there's like tents in the like on the median and shit. And I was like, there's tents. Sorry, I live like where we live, where I walk my dog. There was somebody living in a tent. Like, I'm not kidding. I was like, what is happening? Like,
All the way in Canada?
yes. Like, I was walking, the back path?
Mm-hmm.
Like, on the back path, I was walking and I crossed the street and, like, it continues and whatever. There's that park over there. There was someone, like, on the grass part in a tent in Canada. And I was like,
Yo,
what's going on here?
There's a comedian. His name's Andrew Schultz, and he was doing a show in Vancouver. And he went to a bar and he was drinking and he walked out the bar with a drink still in his hands. And the cops came up to him and was just like, yeah, like, sir, like, you can't drink in public. Like, it's illegal. And he's like, oh, my bad. But, like, sir, like, don't you think it's kind of crazy that, like, you're coming up to me when this guy right here is literally shooting up heroin and you have said nothing to him? And even the heroin addict was just like, yeah, bro, that's kind of fucking crazy.
Not the heroin addict be like, God, sir, officer, you fucking wildin'. Like,
it's just gone that bad.
Listen, I was at Joey's once sitting on the patio, the one on Rito, and there was a guy smoking meth in the corner. And I was like, I'm just trying to eat my salmon. Like, I'm not really trying to look
They're
at
trying
that.
to make it look good, but it's like you can't get them out of there. So unless they do what they did in Vancouver and literally like put them all in one small area.
Yeah, but then it's just going to create a lot of violence.
Yeah, because they're living their lives too. Like, I'm sure there's lots of beef, drama, love stories, triangles going on, squares going on there. Love hexagons.
Fuck, man, that's wild. Yeah, this city's and like even like in the past 3 weeks, there's been like 4 shootings, like
There's
4
shootings
shootings,
every
2
freaking week.
stabbings. Like, I don't know what's going on out here, but y'all need to reel it in, Ottawa. What's going on, guys?
I can't.
I just need to talk. Like,
It's always now the shootings are everywhere. First, it was always on like Clarence, the street with like a bunch of clubs and stuff. Like
no, but
Como
like
and them,
okay, but like in
now
like,
it's just
no,
everywhere.
but
Like
the
Orleans,
the
Maribel,
South and the West End. I don't know what's happening in the West End right now, but the West End is like on fire. Like, they wilding out in the West End.
Well, back in the day, I feel like Richie.
Yeah,
and
no,
all
but
them.
like that's always been a shit. But like for a while it's been calm, and then all of a sudden, like, there was a guy that they shot him in his freaking dome at the freaking red light in the South, literally like at the red light, right in the fucking head top. They did the same thing.
NLE Chopper, what Chopper?
Yeah, came at the
on
Bronson Center, and there was a
This kid
shooting, or
died.
a stabbing or something. Someone died.
Yeah,
There's
it's
been
really
a couple
sad.
shootings in fucking the West End. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, no one got hurt apparently, but like there's been like gunshots.
That's why we don't even want
fucking
to
bullet
go
casings.
outside.
I don't even want to leave my house.
Meanwhile, at the same time, there's some like night council happening to like increase the
nightmare.
nightlife in Ottawa. 'cause
Take the
shit
guns
is-
away.
How?
I don't fucking know.
Like Trudeau's out here penalizing the people that are getting their guns legally. Those are not the guns that are getting seized and
Deadass.
confiscated and found in like a murder
The amount
trial.
of times-
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Y'all trappers are fucking idiots because you niggas is just stupid. Y'all be driving out here, no license, no insurance, guns in the car, like all your fucking WAP, like you're doing your WAPs and this all this shit, and you have fucking, what are you doing? And you're driving like an asshole. The one guy got caught because he fell asleep at the wheel.
They're working hard. Like they work. No one
Like,
works harder
sir,
than them.
like, listen, I met a guy like last summer. I'm not gonna mention names because trapper, whatever. I'm not gonna hate. This man literally told me I don't do any of my WAPs in my own car. I take an Uber. I'm like, honestly, that makes the most
That makes
sense.
sense.
Because why?
Imagine.
Because when you're the driver, you're already, and it's like, and y'all niggas be smoking in your cars. Like, you guys are fucking idiots,
Just
man. Like,
eat bag.
literally, the minute I open your door, all I get is the stench of marijuana and Hennessy. Be so fucking for real. Like, come on.
They get comfortable, They haven't had an issue in years, whatever. And then there's so many like traffic stops, like random stops now. There's so many freaking speeding cameras
Yo,
now.
the city is a speeding
Like-
cam everywhere I am.
You can't even
losing it.
speed in peace anymore.
No, dead ass. I can't do anything in peace.
And
anymore.
now that like the government's in 3 days a week, like there's just so much traffic.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
traffic is
friggin' mess.
wild.
Honestly, like
traffic is wild.
Canada is not that place anymore. It's just not.
Ottawa, the
Everything's
traffic has gotten
expensive.
so ridiculous. I honestly like, I don't even know what the point is. And what pisses me off the most is they're like, we care about climate change. Okay, you government workers go back to work more often and use your freaking gas emissions into the like. Okay, I thought we cared about the environment, people. The fuck? Tell me you don't give a fuck about the environment without telling me that.
They
don't.
care
And we have
about
to
the
pay, and the
economy.
climate tax and taxes are going up. Even alcohol went up. But
Yeah, that's wild.
now they sell alcohol everywhere in
They
Ottawa.
really do.
I mean, it was about time. Some of us are from Quebec. That shit's been a thing.
That is true. Yeah, the corner store up the street from me, they got their little cooners.
Oh, I went to
The coolers, the wine.
I went to the Quickie on Hung Club and Lori Greenberg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I went for
That's
Daphne's
crazy.
birthday, and I was with her husband inside the store. We were getting I was getting Perrier water, and he was getting whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh shit, it's crazy. There's beer." And I'm like, "But why are you so shocked?" And then I'm like, "You're from here,
Yeah.
I'm like Stacey and I are from Montreal, so that shit's been a thing since I came out the womb. That it was never not a thing."
You know the LCBO didn't want that.
I know, 'cause-
they have less people will go
Yeah.
to their store, and they were trying to cut their hours and all that. They went on strike.
Bro,
but
listen, in Montreal, okay, we're from from the hood of Montreal. They used to sell cigarettes by the single. You could buy one backwood from the guy at the fucking corner store.
jeez.
You could literally buy a backwood and a beer. That's your dinner, girl dinner.
Girl math.
Well, that's more like nigga dinner.
Yeah.
You can? Okay, Ottawa, y'all stepping it up. I did not know that. They sell singles? I mean, I don't smoke, so I don't know.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
shit.
Okay.
Is it in the West End? Oh, okay. Downtown? Ah, well, of course. Them crackheads ain't buying a whole pack.
Vanya has got a bad rep. I ain't gonna hold you, but I feel like they're cleaning it up.
They're trying.
They're trying to clean it up.
They're trying to get the riffraff out.
You know that hotel that you had your 18th birthday at?
It's closed.
That shit's been gone.
As it should. It was a debaucherous hotel. Okay? I went there for a party
The
once.
one on the corner of what is it?
Montreal Road
Montreal
and Vanier.
Is that what that is?
Well, Vanier's the one that's right after the gas station.
No, it's not. Wait, it's
It's Montreal Road. It's right before Montreal. It's like when
where the
Vanier
gas
turn-
station is.
Yeah,
and there's a
the-
Timmy's
the-
across.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's Vanier in Montreal. First of all, I went to that hotel for a party once, years later. It was not a party. That man was trying to pimp bitches.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, no. Sir, I'm at the wrong place. Please. I was told it was a party. I got there and there was nothing but, there was very big, large men drinking Hennessy and then 4 bitches. And I was like, I think I'm going to go.
Who invited you to those?
The African girl that I used to be friends with. I forget what I named her. Veronica? That
I
fucking
think
bitch.
so, yeah.
That fucking dirtbag, the dirt squirrel. That's who. And I was like, and I was 19 at the time, and I was 20, I think it was 21 or 20 or something, and I was like, the scene is sketchy. I'm not really enjoying this.
I would not. That wasn't a big hotel though.
No, it wasn't a huge hotel. It was a
couple
comfort
floors.
inn.
Okay,
Yeah.
Freaking ghetto as hell.
Ghetto as hell.
This guy, actually, when I was walking home yesterday, I could tell that he was going to talk to me. I was like, oh my God. But then he starts talking to me, and he was actually just asking me where cheap hotel is.
I don't know, sir. Take your host
were
somewhere
on
else. Get an
Mackenzie
Airbnb.
King- we were on Mackenzie King Bridge, and I was just like, oh. At first, he's just like, oh, do you know of any hotels? I'm not
Travel
from
Lodge
here.
on Rideau.
And I was just like, well, there's, I don't even know why I said this to him. I could tell he couldn't afford it. I was just like, well, there's the Chateau Laurier there, and then there's I could see Novotel, I think, and then
Les
he's like cheap, and I'm like, oh, Les Suites, and then he's just like, oh, okay. So I was trying to show him where it is, and I'm like, but it was cheap back in my day. I don't know if it's still cheap. Everything has gone up in price anyways, so I don't know. And then he's just like, yeah, I need it to be kind of cheap. I'm like, okay, then you can definitely get cheaper somewhere. I'm like, do you have a phone? And he's like, yeah, I have a phone. I'm like,
why are you asking me,
talking to
nigga?
me?
Get on Google. The fuck I look like?
talking to
What I look like? Ask Jeeves.
But I helped. I hope. But I'm just like, you should check, because he was saying how like apparently there's a conference happening and like a lot of hotels are booked, and I'm like, yeah, then you should check your phone, because I don't want you to walk all the way there and it's
then they
booked.
don't have any rooms. Yeah,
But like there's also a lot of hotels in the area, so you could just walk there and then like leave me alone.
yo, people are dirtbags. Like, I'm sorry.
He was black, so I was just like, let me
Okay, well,
let me help him out. He was like,
well, I'm not helping a white man. Like, I might end up
an
in.
immigrant.
Listen,
black
I'm not helping
man.
a white
like,
man so I can end up a fucking lampshade with my skin. Like,
on
I'm
some
good.
Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
You know, like, no, I don't need to be Ted Bundy today. I'm good. Like, I like my head on my shoulders. Thank you very much. Like, I don't need to be strangled by the fucking one of those fucking. What's that guy's name? The fucking the Golden Gate Strangler. Like, nah, I'm good. They didn't find that man until he was like 90 something.
That's crazy.
On his
I always think
deathbed,
to
like-
myself, thank God for aging, because these serial killers would have been still out there. Like, if the cops can't slow them down, age will. Thank God.
Thank God for prostate cancer. Apparently, taking one white man out at a time. Get your prostates checked, men. Thing.
Anywho, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode.
Let's hope I don't have a parking ticket.
Yeah, seriously. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Spicy Tales Podcast. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.